It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Time for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. Coming to you live once again. Fresh off my birthday weekend. Yesterday was my B-Day. I thank God for another year, another life. I appreciate it. All the birthday love from everybody. But tonight we're going to have a great podcast. Let me get everything set up. Y'all know how we do. I feed your mind, body, and soul. We talk about real life stuff. We don't just be on here gossiping. Because you know life is real. Life ain't no game, and we on the clock. We don't know when our time will expire. So we got to make the best of the life that we give. Let me go ahead and get everything set up right quick. And we're going to rock and roll. Get everybody time to check in. The live chat is always open. Feel free to check in. Don't be afraid to check in the live chat. Let me set everything up, folks, and we're going to have a good time tonight. Once again, we're going to have a great podcast. Tonight's podcast, we're going to talk about working on yourself and taking some time out for yourself, for your mental health, having some me time. It'll go a long ways in your mental health. You got to be able to take some time out for yourself. You know, we all get wrapped up and living life and paying bills and trying to take care of the family and the kids. Then you forget to take time on yourself. So don't be afraid. Take a little time on yourself. Jackson, I see you. So tonight's podcast, man, we're talking about self-care, taking time out for yourself, supporting your mental health, because you got to be stable. You got to be mentally stable if you want to help somebody else. Artist Draco, I see you. No matter, it's not enough time in the day to do what we want to do or accomplish what we want to accomplish or talk to everybody that we want to talk to. But don't forget about yourself. You have to work on yourself and take out some time for yourself. Because if you're not mentally right, then you ain't no good to nobody. You're no good to your wife. You're no good to your husband. You're no good to your kids. You're no good to nobody. Because your mental health is not there. Brinkston's, I see you. But the live chat is always open, y'all. We live streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. We live streaming right now. If y'all watching on one of those platforms, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you ain't already. Reality Music Entertainment. That's the YouTube channel. Tonight's topic, taking time out for yourself. We always thinking about other people. And a lot of us, we put other people before ourselves. But we have to take time for yourself. For you to get your mind right. Everybody need that me time. I don't care if you go watch a movie, read a book, exercise in the gym. You got to squeeze in some me time. Because if you don't make no time out for yourself, then who going to do it? Who going to look out for you? Artist Draco, say I sub. I appreciate you, bro. Self-care. Working on your mental health. Staying stable. You know, we always want to walk around like we got everything handled. But a lot of times we be dealing with different things. And we choose to keep it inside. Because maybe we don't trust people. Or we don't trust the ones around us. But make sure you take time out for yourself. Artist Draco says, never stop posting. Take time out for yourself. Nobody else ain't gonna do it for you. So you got to check on you. Make sure your mental is right. Make sure you're in a good space. A lot of times we try to bend our backs and make sure that everybody else is happy. But meanwhile, you go to bed every night and you're not happy. When you have a good heart, a lot of times that love don't always come back. But you still got to always check on yourself. Self-care, looking out for your mental, your mind frame. Always try to stay positive, even though bad things will happen. As long as you live, something gonna happen. As long as you live, you're gonna cry. As long as you live, you're gonna have ups and downs. As long as you live, something's gonna piss you off. It's all a part of life. Life ain't always peaches and cream. You're gonna ha 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 and be having fun. Sometimes we gotta go through the pain and we gotta suffer. But you gotta always take the time out to work on your mental cycle. Sometimes we worry about others and you worrying about your kids, but you ain't right. You ain't no good to nobody if you ain't right. You have to make sure you stay. That way you able to handle all the weight that's gonna fall on your shoulders. That's why they say God don't put nothing on you that you can't bear. That weight on your shoulders, you'll be able to carry. We all walk around with burdens and baggage that people probably don't even know about. Nobody knows what you deal with every day. Nobody knows how many times you pray and talk to God. Nobody knows how many times you cry every night. That's between you and God. But we are human beings. We are emotional creatures. So we have ups and downs. Artist Draco says, love your life. I think that's what you're trying to say. But always make time out for yourself. Who else gonna do it for you? If you ain't checking on you. When is the last time you took time out and went and got some fresh air? When is the last time you had a vacation? When is the last time you had a chance to sit back and unwind and enjoy yourself? A lot of times we forget about our own selves and we put ourselves last. We be so worried about everybody else being happy till we neglect our own happiness. I'm a living proof. I neglect my own happiness because I want to make sure everybody else is good. Then I have to remind myself that I got to take some me time. I got to make time out for myself to make sure I'm good and I can keep pushing. Keep the movement going. But everybody needs reinforcements. Sometimes it ain't all good. Sometimes things be bothering. Sometimes you just ain't wake up on the right side of the bed that day. But always look out for your mental stability. Your mind frame. What kind of mind frame you in? Are you happy? Are you enjoying your life? Or inside is things bothering you? Are you letting the world get to you? Are you stressing about stuff that you shouldn't be worried about? Nobody knows what's going on in somebody's head. You don't know if they're mentally stable or not because we ain't in each other's body. You got your own body. I got my own body. I can't tell you how you feel. All I can go of what you showing me and what you're telling me. That's all people can go by, but they're not you. So you always have to look out for yourself. Make sure your mental stable is right. You ain't no good to nobody if you ain't in good shape. Make sure you're in a good place where you standing firm and you waking up and you smiling every day and you keeping it pushing. A lot of times we neglect our own happiness for others. If you got kids, a lot of times you neglect your life and your happiness for your kids. But we can't forget check on yourself. Make sure you're all right. Take some time out for yourself. Never forget, you're only human. It's all right to go through stuff. It's all right to feel down sometimes. It's all right not to be happy all the time. But you just take it one day at a time. And understand that when the rain stops, the sun will shine. So even if you're dealing with things, understand they ain't going to last forever. Pain is temporary. One day they'll go away. That's where your faith come in. You got to believe that whatever you're going through is only temporary. Always keep your faith no matter where you at in life. You're going to be down. You're going to be sad. You're going to be hurt. Only control what you can control. Artist Draco says, bad people, not good. Don't be those people. Be good. Well said, bro. We all got a choice. You got to choose what kind of life you're going to live, what kind of person you're going to be. Either you're going to be a good person or you're not. Either you're going to be kind-hearted or you're going to be selfish. You either care about people or you don't. So the way you live reflects what kind of person you is. But always check on yourself and make sure that you're okay. Because you might not understand that you're starting to switch up and people around you might see it, but you don't see it. Because you can't get outside your body and see how you change. And you might be changing for the worse. So sometimes we got to take the time to reflect and look at us. Go look at the person in the mirror and make sure you're all right. Take time out for yourself. Maybe take you a little drive. Maybe you need to ride and talk. Maybe you need to ride and talk to God. Maybe you need to go walk on the beach. Maybe every day you need to go to the gym, blow off some steam. But you got to find a way to get a little me time in, even if it's a time where you can just meditate and just breathe. Because a lot of times our life, it never ends. You wake up, it's something to do. You go to sleep, it's something to do. 24 hours a day is always something to do. People to feed, bills to pay. Life never stops. It's just an ongoing cycle that everybody has to live in. That's why you got to make sure you're okay. Make sure your mental mind frame is in a good place. A lot of times we neglect our own happiness. You forget about yourself because we think we're so strong that nothing can bother you. And you don't realize it sometimes till it's too late because now everything done built up inside and now you done exploded. And you didn't realize you were slipping. You start being outside yourself, not being yourself no more because you kept a lot of stuff balled up, letting it burn you up inside. So you got to check on yourself. A lot of people ain't going to check on you, but you got to check on you. Always make sure you good. So you can be a good mama, a good father, a good husband, a good wife, a good girlfriend, boyfriend, a good worker, a good servant. But your mind frame got to always be where it needs to be. I Play Games says true. Don't be afraid to be a good servant, man. That's all we is. We're servants to the Lord. Work on yourself. Make sure your mind is in a good place. Make sure your heart is in a good place. You want to live a good, peaceful life. You don't want all that drama. You don't want to walk around always looking over your shoulder. You want to go out and enjoy this beautiful world that God made and be happy. Don't be afraid to live your life. And always make sure that you're okay. Maybe something is bothering you and you need to get it out. Maybe it's somebody you need to vent to. We always think we're so strong that we can take on every problem. We always think that we got all the answers. Maybe sometimes somebody else can help you out. Most important, if you're going to pour your heart out, you pour your heart out to God. He's the one that got all the power. Human beings ain't got no power that's stronger than God. So if you're going to pour your heart out, we might as well pour it out to God, who got all the power. But we all got to take time to make sure we're good. Check on yourself. Make sure yourself is okay. Make sure you're feeling good. Your life is in a good space. Your head is in a good place. A lot of times we don't want to look at that. We want to act like all the time we good, but stuff be bothering us, and we don't want to show that we weak. But we all vulnerable. Nobody is always tough as nails. And that's all right, because that's all a part of living. As long as you live, things is going to happen. You're going to have to deal with trials and tribulations. Ups and downs, good and bad. One way or another, you're going to have to deal with life. Sometimes it ain't going to be sweet. Sometimes it ain't going to be all good. But work on your mental health. Always make sure you're in a good space. Make sure you're in a good place. It's very important. You are no good to nobody else if you ain't right. If you're not standing strong and firm, then how can you carry anything on your shoulders? So you got to make sure that you're good before you can take on any other burdens. Before you can hold it down for your kids, before you can hold it down for your soulmate, you got to make sure you're good. You got to be in a good place. You got to be ready for any and everything that's going to come into your life. The life always hit you with something unexpected when you ain't even ready for it, or when you ain't even thinking about it. Just can't let life break you. You got to take the good with the bad and take it one day at a time. But make sure you good. Make sure you still happy. Make sure you enjoy the life that you live. You don't want to live a life not feeling good and happy inside. Never feeling love. Some people go through life, they don't know what love is. Never experienced it. Didn't get it from their parents or nobody else. So everybody don't know what love is. Only a few have experienced real true love. When somebody really cares for you. Unconditionally. Sincerely. From the heart. But however you are as a person, it's on you. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have ups. You're going to have downs. Can you stay in the rain? Can you take the pain? Can you be able to still march on through the rain even when it's pouring down? See, life can break you. It's going to either make you or break you. So what position are you in? This is what we got to ask ourselves. Are you prepared for your life mission? Are you prepared to be the best person you can be? And are we prepared for our judgment day? These are the things that's really important. Everything else really don't matter. Our followers, it don't matter. Our bank account, it don't matter. How big our house is, it don't matter. This is all temporary. You as a person, that's what matters. Your soul inside that body, that's what matters. So what's most important is your health. If you don't have good health, then wealth don't matter, because you're not going to be alive to enjoy none of this. Somebody else is going to spend that money. So if you don't have good health, wealth cannot help you. You can't buy a lifetime of good health. They don't sell it. They don't sell a forever potion in the pharmacy. They don't have forever medicine in the hospitals. So understand, you control your life. Check on yourself and make sure you're good. Make sure your head is good and the way you're thinking is good. Sometimes we need to get somebody to talk us down and calm us down, especially when we get upset, because we'll be about to do something that's going to throw our life away. So sometimes somebody got to try to talk some sense into it. Don't walk around all the time when all that stuff built up. Then you exploding on everybody. Everybody looking like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with her? What done got into her? Well, what done happened to him? Everybody looking at you sideways. At the end of the day, you got one life to live. Are you prepared and ready for your life journey? You know what life is going to take us. But are you prepared for your life journey? Can you deal with the ups and downs, the good and the bad? Can you still smile and be a good mother, a good father when things ain't going right? Will you still keep your faith in God even though you're on tough times? Work on yourself. We ain't no good to nobody if you ain't got your mind right. If you don't know where you at, you ain't no good to nobody. Make sure you're in a good space. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you keep your life in good positions for you to excel and succeed and shine. And if you fall, get back up. We don't have to accept failure if you don't want to. Your grind will always show how much you want it. How much do you want it? How bad do you want to achieve what you're trying to achieve? We all go through things in life. Puerto Rican Jamaican says, what go on roster today, bro? Same old thing, Puerto Rican. Feeding them that soul food, Puerto Rican Jamaican. Talking that talk. Tonight's topic, man, we talking about working on yourself. Working on your mental health, making sure you're in a good space. Taking time out to make sure that you're good. Because we always bend over backwards for everybody else, but we forget to make sure that you're good. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're in a position that you want to be in life. It's okay to help everybody else. Nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, make sure you're good. Check on your mental health. Make sure you're still positive and smiling every day. Checking on yourself. Working on yourself. That's tonight's topic. Checking on your mental health and making sure you're good. We always worrying about other people, but are you good? Is something bothering you inside? Do you have demons inside that's bothering you? Work on yourself. Make sure you good. Or you're no good to nobody else. If you're not mentally stable, if you're not prepared to carry the load on your shoulders, whatever your destiny is in life, examine, we gotta look in the mirror and look at ourselves. Are we made for this? Are we built for this? Are you able to take on anything that life throws your way? Are you able to deal with the bad times along with the good times? Can you carry on the duty that your life and the path that life is putting you on? Are you prepared to carry your duties? Are you prepared to live your life? Don't forget, y'all, to check on yourself, man. That's why you see a lot of people just snap and kill themselves and commit suicide and crash out. Because nobody ain't check on them. And they ain't check on themselves. Mental health is real. You got to check on your people. Most important, check on yourself. Make sure you are in a good space. Make sure you don't have no hate in your heart. Make sure you are in a good place in life. That you enjoy waking up. You enjoy helping it and making the people around you better. Make sure you got good things going in your life to give you something to want to keep going. Let your kids and stuff like that be your motivation. But sometimes, even when you're playing the parent role, you still got to check on yourself. Take some time out to go do something, whether it's an hour or two a day, to give you some me time. You need some time to yourself sometimes to gather your thoughts. Because life is always running. It's always like we're in a race. Time goes so fast, and before you know it, we dead and gone. Before you know it, we ain't here no more. So we got to take the time to make sure that we good. Make sure your life is right and where it need to be. Is your life where it needs to be? Are you in a happy place? Do you look forward to waking up every day? Are you happy with your spouse? Are you happy with your situation that you live in? Are you using the gift that God gave you in the best way possible? How many people are you helping around you? What impact are you going to make before you leave this earth? First, your mental stability got to be all right. You got to be functioning good before you can help others. Before you can love somebody else, you got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, Justin, I see you, bro. If you don't love yourself, then how much love you going to be able to give anybody else? When you don't like the person that you are or the person that you see. Having good mental health will allow you to live a happier life. Some people live fighting demons, don't know whether they want to be good or bad. But we all know right from wrong, at least most of us. It's all about the decisions that we make. The way we live is going to determine everything. Every birthday that you live to see, you ain't getting no younger. Time doesn't go backwards. What kind of person are you? Where you at in life? Where's your mental at? Have you matured? Have you put a lot of that crazy stuff behind you? How you start to realize what life is all about? Have you matured and realized that life ain't a game? Have it really hit you yet? Has life slapped you in the face and gave you a wake-up call? Make sure you're okay and your mental is good. Make sure your mind is right so you can prepare to take on this crazy world. Because every day you're going to deal with something. Every year is going to be something. Every day you wake up, you're going to deal with something in life. Good things going to happen and bad stuff too. That's why you got to be mentally ready for everything with life that's going to throw our way. You got to make sure you're okay and you can be able to stay strong. Even through the bad times, you'll be able to make it through the storm and still be standing. You got to make sure your mental is good. Always check on yourself. No matter how much we do for others, make sure you're good. Make sure your mind is all right. And you're able to function every day. And you're able to wake up with a smile. You want to enjoy life while you're here, not be stressed. Not be always into drama. You want to live looking over your shoulder all the time. Not be able to get a good 8-10 hours of sleep. But you got to take time out for yourself. Take some time out in the day, whether it's an hour or two, on yourself. I don't care if you walk on the beach, read a book, listen to your headphones, and relax. You got to make sure your mental health is always good. Because a lot of people, they crash out because they're not mentally there. Life has gotten to them, and they feel like they're on the edge. And when people are on the edge, a lot of times they want to jump. That's why you got to make sure your mental is good. Mental health is serious. Some people will snap just like that because they ain't mentally right. Justice says, take care of yourself before others. You got to always make sure you're good, man. Always make sure you're good. Because you ain't good to nobody if you're walking around living a lie where you got all this stuff built up and your life ain't right, and your mind ain't right. You're not being a good mother or father or a good co-worker or a good friend to your friends because inside you ain't right. You got to make sure inside that you good. Make sure you okay. Once you get grown, ain't nobody going to worry about you. A lot of people ain't even going to call to check on you. They don't know if you're living or dead. A lot of people you ain't going to talk to in years. So you can't wait for everybody else to do it. You got to take the time out to check on yourself. Take some time out during the day or the weekend for yourself. We need that MUSUC. We need to be able to excel. Because life be going so fast, sometimes you don't get a chance to stop. Especially when you got kids. It's always something to do. When you're married, there's always something to do. When you're working, there's always something to do. So life always going fast paced. A lot of times we don't take the time to just Take life in and ask yourself, am I good? Am I happy? Am I where I want to be? We got to take the time out for ourselves and check on yourself and make sure yourself is good. Make sure your mind, body, and soul is good. Make sure your spirit is up every day and you good. Because if you ain't good, then you no good to nobody else. If you don't love yourself, then how can you love somebody else? If you don't love God, then how can you love everybody else around you? It's just all about getting your priorities in order. That's what it's about. Working on yourself, taking time out for yourself, self-care. Mental health is good wealth. If you're good mentally, that's good for your soul and it's good for your body. If your mind is in a good state of mind frame and in a good place, then that's good for your life. Because you're going to think different. You're going to feel different. You're going to act different when your mentality is in a good place. When your mind frame is in a good position, you're going to live a certain way because it's in you. Make sure your mind is in a good place and make sure your heart is in a good place. Take the time out to check on yourself. And if something bothers you, don't be afraid to talk to God or go to talk to somebody that you feel that's going to listen. Sometimes you need to let it out and vent. Nothing wrong with that because we all human. You're going to have ups and downs. Take life one day at a time. We always put here for a reason. You still breathing and talking and walking around for a reason. Blood is still flowing through your veins and your heart is still pumping for a reason. Do you know what's your reason? What's the reason why you living? What is your calling? We all have a calling. We all serve a purpose. Find your purpose and work on you. And be the best you can. You can't be nobody else. You can't be all the people you see on the internet. You can't be all the people you see on TV. But you can be the best you can. Starts with self-love. Never want to live nobody else's life. Love your life. Never want to be nobody else. Love being you because God made you perfect. We was made in his image. That is perfect. So be happy with the life that you've been given. Embrace it. I don't care if you feel like you look different. It's for a reason. That means you're unique, you're rare, you're special. Even if people call you ugly, to somebody you pretty. There's somebody on this earth that's going to love you. And just always know that God loves you. Even when the world turn their back on you, God will never turn his back on you. As long as we keep our faith in him and put him first. So you got to find yourself, find your calling. And take it one day at a time. Don't be afraid to change it if you have to. If you have to change some things in your life, then change it. Change for the better. Change your life so God can bless you. Take time out to see what your flaws is. All the things that you can work on. We all got things that we can work on. We're not perfect. We wake up and sin every day. Go to sleep and wake up and do it again. So it's a lot of things we got to work on. We all. But you got to start with yourself, because we can't change other people. You can't change other people the way they think, how they act, but you can work on your own actions. Your own actions, you can control that. We can't control what others do around us, but you can control the way you act, the way you talk, the way you live your life, the decisions that you make, the things you do. You can control that. It's not nobody else's fault if you allow somebody to stir you in the wrong way. Take control of your own life. Not by being a follower. You don't have to follow the crowd. It's okay to do your own thing and live your own life. The internet has everybody like robots because we're doing the same thing. We all following each other and doing the same dances and the same trends. The internet got us like zombies and robots. Everybody doing the same thing. They post the same stuff, talk about the same stuff. It's the same cycle over and over again. It's okay to be you. Being you is unique. If you be yourself, that's different, because ain't nobody like you. God made us all different. We all got our own unique qualities. So it ain't about being like somebody else. Embrace who you is and be yourself. Be the best you, and that's how you live a happy life. When you don't worry about what nobody else doing, when you take care of your business, when you live your life to the fullest, you won't have time to worry about nobody else. If you focus on your life and what's in front of you and what's around you, you ain't going to have time to worry about what the crowd doing. You ain't going to have enough time in the day for nonsense. But you got to check on yourself. A lot of times we want to act like nothing don't bother us, and you can deal with anything, but inside you're hurting and the pain starting to stack up. And you ain't took time to check on yourself. You might have took time to check on the kids and everybody else and make sure everybody else was good, but you ain't sit down and take time out for yourself. Self-care is the best, because you ain't got to worry about depending on nobody else worrying about you if you worrying about yourself. If you checking on yourself, you ain't got to worry about it. Man, ain't nobody called me. Ain't nobody called to see if I was feeling good. Make sure you check on yourself. Everything else come after that. Take time out for yourself. Take time out to make sure you are in a good space in your life. You're feeling good. You're living good. You're enjoying waking up every day and getting out your bed. Your head is in a good place. When you wake up, you feel good vibes. Your heart is still pumping strong. Self-care is the best. Don't neglect yourself. Check on yourself. Make sure you're okay. Make sure your mental is good, so you can be good for the kids, so you can be good for your husband, so you can be good for your wife or your boyfriend, your girlfriend. If you're in a good space, then the ones around you, they can share that space with you. But if your mind ain't in a good space, you're going to share nothing but that negative energy. Sooner or later, you want to explode like a bomb. You're like a ticking time bomb, because a lot of people walking around with a lot of stuff built up inside, but they try to play tough and strong like ain't nothing bothering, until everything hits the fan and explodes. Make sure you're okay and check on yourself. If you got to talk to somebody, go talk to somebody. If you got to holler at your homeboy, holler at your homeboy. You got to talk to your homegirl, talk to him. Let it out. You got to talk to the pastor, go talk to the pastor. You got to talk to your mom and daddy, go talk to them. But don't let all that pain and anger keep building up and eating you up inside like a disease. Check on yourself. Fear says, yeah, because they ain't rubbed one out recently. Self-care is the best. Make sure you're good and you're in a good space. Make sure you're happy. Make sure your life is where you want it to be. A lot of times we neglect our own happiness for others. But you wake up every day and you're not happy. And the people around you don't even care if you're happy or not because they can't see it. So we have to pump the brakes sometime and stop and take some time out for yourself. Whether you take you a walk, whether you go relax somewhere, whether you go do yoga, whether you take a job, maybe you want to sit down and relax and just watch an hour movie. Make sure you unwind and take time out for yourself. A lot of times we forget about that. A lot of times we put ourselves last. We just be running. We barely get any sleep. We just running. Sooner or later, you're not a machine, and even the machine is going to break down. Sooner or later, your body and your mind is going to shut down. Because you're going and like you're the Energizer Bunny. You got to take time out for yourself. Make sure you're in a good space in life. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you feel good when you wake up every day and get out your bed. Make sure you're grateful and humble. God don't owe us nothing. So every day we live to see is a blessing. Humble yourself and be happy for the life that you've been given. Whether you're rich or poor. We got to embrace the life that God done gave us. You got to embrace the pain because the pain is what's going to make you stronger. Pain is what's going to make you appreciate the blessings. How can you get to the sunshine if it ain't no rain? See, it might come a point in life, start getting cloudy, and it might storm. But sooner or later, them clouds will fall back, and you'll see that pretty sun shining again. That's how you gotta look at life. Embrace the pain, because it's nothing gonna come easy. Life ain't gonna be easy. So embrace the pain. Fear says, find you a girl, go out to places with her, enjoy her presence, make a skin suit out of her. It's spooky season. This is just Halloween, spooky comment. Do whatever you got to do. If you got to go to a Halloween costume party, then go ahead. Whatever you got to do to have a little time out for yourself. And if you got to enjoy your significant other, then y'all take some time out for yourself and find a babysitter and go do something for y'all. It never gets old to show each other that you love you. I love you. I care for you. Excuse me. That never gets old. You can always show somebody that you care for them. You can always show somebody you love them. I ain't never hear nobody say, I'm tired of being loved. Love is a good thing. Love is something you got to embrace. A RL skin suit approved by Reality Music Entertainment coming to a Sprint near you next Halloween season. I hear you, Fish. But tonight's topic, self-care. Taking time out for yourself. Make sure you're mentally stable. you functioning, and you're happy. Make sure when you wake up every day, you're happy. You're happy to see another day. You're happy to see another 24 hours. You're happy to see your loved ones. You're happy to see your neighbors. Make sure you're in a happy place. Because a lot of us, we walk around, but we ain't good. We pretend like we good, but we're not mentally good. Mentally, y'all messed up. Some folks have 1,000,001 things in their head, or they fighting so many demons. So everybody don't wake up happy, happy, joy, joy. Some people wake up in a bad mood. Some people wake up full of hate. Some people wake up with a lot of bad stuff on their mind. Waking up, want to hurt people. And these are the people that we got to pray for. You got to pray that God removes that hate out of their heart. There's no job too big for the Lord. So we always surrender our problems to God. Let him fight your battles. There's no task too big that God can't fight for. Make sure you stay true to yourself. Make sure your health, your mental health is good. Make sure you're happy about life. Make sure you're enjoying your kids and all the stuff that life gives you, because one day it's going to be over. You have to embrace everybody around you. Don't take your mom and daddy and granddaddy and grandma and them for granted. You're not going to have them all the time. They might go before you, or you might go before them. But either way it goes, we go into judgment day. Work on yourself. Make sure your mind is in a good space. Make sure your heart is in a good place. Fear says, I like to have my thoughts fight my demons. It leaves me free to deal with everyday life. And sometimes you got to take time out for yourself and break down, hey, what's wrong? I got to deal with this because it keep popping in my head. Sometimes we got to stop and deal with our own issues. Don't be afraid to look at yourself and evaluate your life, because you don't want it to spread like cancer. You don't want to keep all that pain and anger building up. It's going to start making you a person that you don't want to be, because it's going to turn you sour. So if you want to stay positive, stay focused. Take the time out for yourself and always work on yourself. Every day we live, we're still learning. We will never be perfect. We all sin every day. So we all got things we can work on. Every day when you wake up, it's a new 24 hours for us to accomplish something. What are you going to accomplish? That's on you. Where you want your life to go, it's on you. Whatever your life is about to take you, it's on you. Just make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready for the ride, because life is a roller coaster. Put on your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. Just understand that one day life and the ride must stop. So work on yourself and make sure you're good. Don't wait too late. Make sure you are where you want to be in life. It ain't got to be finances. I'm talking about mentally. Is your head in a good space? Are you where you need to be in the way of thinking? Have you reached that point where you don't mature and understand what's important in life? Or you still getting older, being an old fool? Which side of the fence are you going to stand? Take time out for yourself. Check your mental. Make sure you good. Make sure your mind ain't all crazy in there. We all deal with stuff because you're human. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But check on yourself. A lot of times we give all our time and energy to everything and everybody else, and we forget our own self. You neglect your own happiness. But if you ain't happy, if you ain't good, you ain't no good to the ones around you because they're not getting the best version of you. Check on yourself and make sure your mental is right. Make sure you're happy. Make sure when you wake up every day, you're glad to see another day. You humble and you grateful. Every day is another day for us to get something accomplished in this big old world that God put us on. Don't be afraid to check on yourself. Take time out each day for you. I don't care if you got to go for a walk or a jog, read a book, watch an hour and 30-minute movie. Something to make you just relax. Because life is hectic and it goes so fast. Every day is something to do. Every hour is something to do. The kids need this. I got to do that. But we forget to take time out for ourselves. And then sooner or later we break down and your body shut down or everything explodes. Because you thought you had everything on your shoulders that you can carry. But it was too much. You couldn't deal with it. You couldn't take it. Because your mental wasn't right. Tonight's topic, make time for yourself. Take some time out for you. Have some me time. A time when you can reboot and refresh. Exhale. I don't care if you do yoga. Do something to unwind your mind where you can stay level-headed. Never be afraid to take time out for you. If you ain't going to do it, who going to do it? You waiting on other people. Most people don't even care if you're living or not. They don't care if you ate. They don't care if you got a bed. Everybody's stuck in their own life. They ain't got time to be worried about you. That's why you got to make sure you're good. Make sure your mental health is where it needs to be. And you'll be a better person to all the ones around you. Because they're going to get the best version of you. You want to live life and be happy. You want to be in a happy place. You want to have nothing but good vibes and positive energy. But I appreciate y'all, man. We had another great podcast tonight. You can always rewatch all the other episodes, man, of the Foolish Show podcast on YouTube. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want the official merchandise, if you can see, let me move the mic and let you see. I am a watch. This is one of my hats. Reality Music Entertainment hat. Y'all can go to teespring.com/reality creator. We got all new merch in, man. Go to teespring.com/reality creator. The official Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. Place your orders. We got hoodies, t-shirts, hats, all type of apparel. Joggers, tights, workout gear for the ladies. You name it, we got it. I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate all the birthday love. I thank God for another great birthday. I hope to be with y'all many more. if it's God's will. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay safe. I'll see y'all Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. One love, everybody.